Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. So I'm here with the second dream. In this dream, I was at a beach house. I want to go to the beach, but everyone else that I'm at the beach house with is wanting to stay inside. So I am basically feeling singled out, and I'm also being treated as if my presence is annoying. So I decide to stay outside alone. While I'm outside by myself, I end up seeing a woman that has a huge camper. Like, she has a huge camper bus and she has her business logo and information on it. The scripture comes from 1 Kings 22 and 41. Jehoshaphat, son of Asa, became king of Judah in the 4th year of Ahab, king of Israel. Jehoshaphat was 35 years old when he became king. He reigned in Jerusalem 25 years. His mother name was Azubah, daughter of Shilhi. In everything he followed the ways of his father Asa and did not stray from them. He did what was right in the eyes of the Lord. The high places, however, were not removed, and the people continued to offer sacrifices and burn incense there. Jehoshaphat was also at peace with the king of Israel. So here's the message for whoever this is for. I just feel like, going on with this line of events. If you are the black sheep, it's okay. And I just feel like even if you are put in a position to where you're always feeling as though you are outcasted, I just feel like in this dream, how I walked outside and I saw the big bus and I saw the business logos and I saw all these things. I just feel like God is saying there are other things that you could be doing. Like, and I asked somebody that ended up like right before, okay, as we are once again, 7 years of business tomorrow, y'all. When I was creating my business, I was completely isolated. Like, I have told this story before. I had a friend that I had known for a very long time, like all my life, and she turned her back on me, y'all, and she absolutely shattered my heart. My heart was broken and I was crying, crying, crying. My heart was aching. I literally just talked about it in the last video, how being heartbroken can sometimes, it can, like it's so close to a heart attack because you can feel it. You can feel the pain. I literally felt like my heart was being ripped apart. And I was completely isolated. And you know what she did to me? It really hurt. She pulled a caddy on me. Like I was Regina George, and I just could not understand why she did it. Like I could not. I could not. I could not. I could not. I couldn't. I really could not. And but when that happened, I went through a moment of heartache. And I went through a moment of pain, and I went through a moment of isolation, and I went through a moment of hurting, and I went through a moment of confusion. And then God spoke to me and showed me, why don't you start your own business? And I was like, I could do that. I wasn't working at the time because I had left my job, okay? My hours were cut so to nothing at my job, so I wasn't working. And I was like, okay. I started creating my business. And one thing I realized in that moment in time is, had I had continued having all those people around me, I would have not had time to actually accomplish what I accomplished. And it's just like, and that's just real. And I also realized that I liked being by myself. I think a lot of my 20s, I spent time with a lot of people because I was scared to figure out who I really am. And now that I have taken out the time to find out who I really am, I realize that I like being alone. I don't like being around other people like that. I have a hard time even now going about, like actually building friendships. And I know part of it is also because of what I went through, and I don't trust anybody to such an extent, but it's also because I enjoy my own company. And I don't want I enjoy my own company. I like being alone. And I just feel like God is saying that for whoever this is for, and you are always feeling left out. You are always feeling excluded. You are always feeling like the outcast. You are always feeling like you don't belong. God says use that to excel yourself, grow yourself. You don't have to stay there. You know what I'm saying? And if they, you know what I'm saying, if it's a situation, regardless if it's family, regardless if it's friends, regardless of what group this is, if you are feeling as though you are being singled out and you are unwanted, your presence is unwanted, then why stay? You don't like why you don't have to go to the party. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go to whatever event, and you don't have to go and hang out at such and such's houses every Saturday. And you know what I'm saying? I like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to go to this certain place at this time and all these things. You could do other things. Build yourself up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like opportunity is at hand. Like God is saying opportunity is there. You can do one thing about it is it hurts when you are in a position to where you are singled out and everybody literally turns their backs on you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you could feel as though it can make you feel as though the entire world has turned its back on you. You know what I'm saying? And it can make you feel as though like, you gave so much to other people, and you gave so much love, and you gave so much energy, and you went out of your way to help other people, and the very same people that you went out of your way to help, they wanted to kick you, and they wanted to step on you, and they wanted to mistreat you. But God is saying, okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Ooh, anywho. But God is saying, even in that situation, even in that point in time, understand that there's always some kind of halo. There's always some kind of light. It's just like after it rains, after it storms really bad, there's a rainbow. And God is saying that you now have the opportunity to put yourself first. You have the opportunity to put yourself first. In reality, what else do you have to do? And that's literally like the way God told me. It was like, you could, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and make a busy. You ain't got nothing else to do. You ain't got nobody to call. You ain't got nobody to talk to. Ain't nobody about to pull up on you. You don't got nobody to go hang out with. You don't have nobody to do this, that, and the third. And I just started working. And it like it was once I got to a point to where I had actually created my business. And you best believe after all those people, like so many people turned against me and they was attack. And they saw that I actually built something out of it. They were constantly trying to attack it and trying to stop it and trying to do everything in their power to keep it from happening. And it didn't work. It didn't work. And for whoever this is for, God is saying, one thing about being by yourself, one thing about riding solo, one thing about doing things like, and for your own personal reasons and for your own personal happiness and just for you, is it don't matter how nobody else feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And I remember a lot of people that had already turned their backs on me. They already let me know how they really felt. They already let me know they hated me. They already let me know that they didn't like me. They already let me know that they didn't feel as though they, like, you know what I'm saying? That they let me know we wasn't really friends like that. And they let me know that they didn't truly care about me because whatever it is that they was told I did, said, or whatever, they ain't even asked me about it. And they just ran with it. And so once that realization came to me, And I sat by myself for a while thinking about what I did. What could I have possibly have done for so many people to hate me? What could I have possibly have done for nobody to even take off the time to ask me if I really said anything, if I really did anything? What did I do? Like, and I could not understand it. And God just was like, some of it is just not for you to understand. It's time for you to make a change. Confirmation. It's time for you to make a change. It's time for you to make a change. And I did. And a lot of the people, once again, people that turned their backs on me, they hurt me, they did all these things. They went out their way to do everything that they could to attempt to destroy me, were not happy about how I changed. And I'm pretty sure even now, today, 7 years later, they probably still not happy of how I changed. But I just feel like it's even more so a testimony of how God has kept me, of how God has, just he keeps me, and his grace and mercy is so, like, so everlasting. But for whoever this is for, I hope I am giving you a little inspiration. At a moment in your life where you may feel as though everybody has turned their backs on you. At a moment in your life where you may feel like you have literally nobody to call, nobody to talk to, nobody to turn to, nobody to eat, like you can't even go grab a coffee with, go grab some tea or whatever it is that you do. God said, use this time to do something for yourself. Build yourself up. Build something, like do something. Do something that will make you happy, regardless if it's taking a course, taking a class, starting a business, like do something that will empower you, something that will make you happy, something to improve yourself. And even if it's a situation where, maybe you need to sit out and take some time and think, did I do something? Because there are situations where, sometimes you may, what I'm saying? I'm thinking about how Rod Wave said in that song, that all his friends leave him. And at this point, he just assumed that he's the reason. And, sometimes it be like that. And then sometimes it's not even a situation where you did anything. It could be a situation just like, like one person hated you and they went around and they took out time, effort, and energy. They may have did it for months. They may have did it for years, and they went around and they destroyed your life. And they wanted to say, like, this is a narcissist. This is what a narcissist MO is. You know what I'm saying? It could be somebody they wanted your life. There are women like that. They are so jealous of another woman that they will really go out of their way to steal their friends, steal their job, try to steal their man, try to steal everything that they can. And they do it in a very sneaky way. And typically you will not notice what they did until it's too late. But God said it happened. And it happened because he wants you to go move forward. And it's okay. Like, I just feel like this is someone now that you feel like you're on the outside. You don't even feel included anymore. And, God is saying it's not meant for you to feel included no more. He wants you to move forward. He wants you to grow. He wants you to be making moves. He wants you to be doing things. He wants you to be inspired. For whoever this is for, it's a situation where you are not intended to be in that circle no more. It's time for you to enter some new rooms. It's time for you to be in some new circles. It's time for you to be around some other people that's doing some things. Because it's just not meant for you. And it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I like, even to this day, it ain't even a situation where I'm sitting around hating this woman. She did what she did. And at this point, the way things look for me, the way I was able to build things up, you know what I'm saying? Not to say that my life is perfect, but the way that I was able to build a business and able to, successfully accomplish so many of my dreams. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of grateful that everybody, kind of turned on me. Because I was able to do things that I always wanted to do. I remember being in high school saying I was going to be a model. I was gonna have my own calendar, and I was gonna have my own website, and I was gonna do this, that, and the third. And I do have a calendar. You know what I'm saying? I had two calendars. And even though I don't sell them no more, obviously, okay, I don't model exactly anymore. I might, take pictures every once now and again. But as far as actually modeling, I don't really do that very much anymore. And that's just real. But I can't say that I accomplished the goal of actually wanting to do it. Even if it was for a short period of time, even if I did not become a famous model, I never assumed I would be due to the fact that I am 5'4", okay? But anywho, I just feel like for whoever this is for, even if you are in a position to where you're feeling like an outcast, and you're in a position to where you're feeling like things are not going the way you would like them to, you may be a little upset about how things are going. God is saying that there is a cherry on top, okay? Even though to you, it seems as though a big old ugly dog then came and stepped on your cake. And all the cake is just splattered everywhere, and everything is just flying everywhere. God is saying, it's okay. It's okay. Let the dog have that cake. He got another cake for you. And the cake he got for you is bigger and it's better. Okay? And that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.